Hey everyone, welcome back to Switch Report and welcome to a brand new episode of Minute to Win It. Today we're taking a look at RemiLore. This is a Diablo-style dungeon crawling hack and slash. The game is absolutely gorgeous, as you can see in the video, and has some nice locations even if some of them do look similar. They have different lighting that makes them feel different with an eerie or super happy mood being conveyed. The game has a ranking system that gives you a grade in each room once you cleared all the enemies in said room. It will rank you based on how much damage you've taken, how large your combos were, and how long it took you to clear that room. What is a really cool feature of the game is every time you start an act, every level is randomly generated. So it's going to be different every playthrough that you do, and every time you die, you'll be going through a different layout. Whenever you defeat an enemy, they will drop desserts, and desserts happen to be what will restore your magical power and what acts as currency for purchasing upgrades and items in the store that will appear at the end of every level. There are varying enemy types, though they all do have the same design language. I wish some of them had a little bit of a varying design that didn't just look like pieces of metal thrown together. There's some really cool boss fights throughout the game that have larger set pieces, but all the mini bosses are really odd because none of them really seem to have much of a challenge. They all seem just as easy to beat as a standard enemy, they just have more health. Most of the time I find the regular enemies more challenging than the bosses because the enemies come in such a large group, and because of the different types there are, you have to juggle the different weaknesses of each enemy when attacking. Whenever you defeat a boss or a mini boss, they will drop a scroll, and these scrolls can do many things, and you never know what you'll get. Sometimes you can get a large boost to your maximum health, or sometimes you may just get a small recovery of health or magic power. So your playthrough is going to be entirely different from your friend's playthrough. There's a cool little story within RemiLore where there's a normal schoolgirl named Remi who is just cleaning up the library with a broom and stumbles across this talking book named Lore. The book starts talking to you and then transports you to a different world, and the only way you can actually get back to your world is to help Lore solve whatever it is that he needs to be done, which will be uncovered to you as you go through the story. In this video, I'm sticking to the first 2 hours of gameplay because there are a lot of story elements that are actually shown to you even through the gameplay because of constant talking throughout the game in and out of cutscenes. The game has full voice acting, but it's full Japanese voice acting with subtitles. For me, it seems like the voice cast is doing a really good job of delivering the story. Even though I'm given subtitles, I still feel the emotion and happiness that's given off within each scene in the time that I played the game. The story doesn't seem to get super dark. It does delve into some dark things, but it keeps it lighthearted, which I think is really good because it lends to the art style and the personality of the characters. The game runs really well and has a nice resolution, whether it be docked or in handheld mode. Even in the busiest of moments, I haven't noticed any drops in frame rate. What's really cool about each playthrough in this game is even when I died and had to restart an entire act, the characters seem to reveal something new every time, because as you go along the levels, your characters continue to talk and have these really funny conversations. Every time I died and had to restart, I didn't mind because I learned a new thing about these characters every single time that I played, and I can never fault a game for character development. Even if sometimes the lines are given in a prior act and come back up in the cutscenes as if the conversations didn't happen, it is weird, but that doesn't happen very often, and it's just something that I noticed. The game also has a very cutesy anime style soundtrack, and every weapon has a nice punch when attacking. Take a quick listen. So with good performance, varied level design, and a good variety of enemies, and a charming story, there honestly isn't much to hate here other than these small nitpicks and the fact that I do wish that the enemies did have a different design here and there depending on the different worlds you go to, and that may happen later on. As I said, the point of the series is that I will play for as long as I believe I need to have all the mechanics of the game down, and in this case I've played for roughly a little over 4 hours and have upgraded some of the things to their max, so I don't believe that there's things that's going to change at this point. I believe that I've seen enough of the game to present you guys with a score. With that being said, if subtitles don't bother you and you enjoy a loot fest, then you should check it out, and I'm going to be giving RemiLore, Lost Scroll in the Lands of Lore, 4.5 out of 5 Erics. Hey there everyone, thank you so much for sticking around for the end of the video. What I wanted to go ahead and show you was inside of RemiLore. Not only does it have some really cool box art, but it actually has some goodies inside because it is a Nicholas game, and these games always come with some really cool stuff inside. So I want to show you some of the stuff that it came with. So first, when you open the box, you're presented with, of course, the cartridge would be right here, but it's currently in my Switch because I'm going to continue playing that game. I absolutely love it. You also get a full color manual. This actually explains some backstory to the game. Whoops, spoilers. And then it also just has general control layout and stuff like that. But that is really neat. It's super high quality. I mean, it has some really nice artwork too. The game itself on that case Has some really, really cool artwork that I absolutely love. And it also comes with a good old microfiber cloth. And that is really, really useful actually, because I have a glass screen protector on my Nintendo Switch, so it tends to get fingerprints all over it, especially when I touch the screen. And as with all Nicalis games, I actually purchased 2 copies of the game because I feel like these games are actually going to eventually become pretty sought after and really collectible, because Nicalis games only come with those goodies in the first print copies. To my knowledge, there's not a whole lot of them that actually get printed. And Nicalis puts out some amazing games. So if you're into collecting, it may be something you want to look at. With that being said, guys, last week I actually announced a drawing for a giveaway that I'd be doing this week on my Modern Combat 5 review, and it was for Super Meat Boy, the limited run game. Everyone that entered in, I entered your names into a randomizer, so it would just randomly pick a name, and there's the winner. So I'll be contacting the winner on an email today, and if I don't hear from them within 2 to 3 days, then I will move on to the next person. With that being said, guys, let me know what you guys think of this new format for reviewing games. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you disliked it, leave a dislike. Leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this content, because I make content like this every single Wednesday and Thursday. Alright guys, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time. Switch Report, out.